everyone and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be presenting you a thorough review and comparison between the VCA Vintage Alhambra Single Pendant in mother of pearl and white gold and the VCA Single Pendant Guilloche in white gold. So if you're curious to see the differences, the pros and cons, the wear and tear, pricing, versatility, etc., then please keep on watching. So, short disclaimer before we actually start the video, the VCA Guilloche Single Pendant in white gold is actually not my necklace, but rather it is a necklace that has been very kindly sent to me by a fake factory. I have collaborated with them in the past on real versus fake videos, and I've always been very pleased and very impressed with the quality of their items. Here, once again, it looks just like the real thing. I mean, honestly, I've compared it to a million pictures on Fashion File, the real of authentic VCA Guilloche pendants, and I can't tell a single difference. Feel-wise, it also feels just like what a normal VCA necklace would feel like. So if you are interested in getting this particular necklace, or pretty much anything else from the fake factory, they obviously have different necklaces from VCA, from other brands, but they also have handbags, accessories, shoes. So really, if you are interested in getting anything from the fake factory, then I will go ahead and leave all of the relevant information in the description box of the video down below for you, along with the coupon code. So let's jump right into it and start with the price. So the price of the VCA Vintage Alhambra Single Pendant in mother of pearl and white gold is $3,250 plus tax, and then the price of the VCA Guilloche Single Pendant in white gold is $4,400 plus tax. So right off the bat, there is a pretty substantial difference. There is a little over $1,000, but obviously it comes from the fact that you remove the stone from here, there's more gold, and then it comes with a little diamond as well. So that really makes it such that, of course, you have to expect that the necklace is going to be more expensive. So let's get started with pros and cons, and let's start with the pros of the VCA Guilloche Single Pendant in white gold, because I feel like there are more pros than cons. The first pro really is that it is very scratch resistant. It is the type of thing, the type of piece of jewelry that you do not have to worry about. And that's something I like. It's very, very carefree, because obviously the stones, or whatever it is, the mop here or onyx or pretty much anything else, has been replaced with the solid gold. So it is much more scratch resistant, and in general much more resistant than the VCA Vintage Alhambra Single Pendant in mother of pearl. Mother of pearl especially is known to be very, very fragile. It is not something that I have experienced, to tell you the truth. I know that I've seen like a million reviews online of people telling each other, oh, it's very fragile, you have to be super careful, it can never touch anything, blah, blah, blah. I've never really had any problems, and I also have the bracelet, and I've once again never had problems. And you know, the bracelet touches a lot more surfaces than this necklace. I obviously wash my hands like a million times a day, and I don't really see scratches or fading on the mother of pearl, but I know that some people, it looks like, have experienced that. So all that to say that the guilloche is much more scratch resistant, and it's also much better with sunscreen. So if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you probably know that I'm like a skincare and sunscreen junkie. I definitely make sure to reapply like sunscreen every 2.5 hours. And right here on my neck is an area that I'm very concerned about. I feel like it shows aging really, really fast there. And so I reapply sunscreen like all the time. And I know that it's supposedly not really good to do that with the mother of pearl, that, you know, it would make it fade, that it would make it like kind of lose its shine over time, and this is not something that would happen with the guilloché necklace, so that's definitely a big pro for me. It's very carefree and scratch free. The next pro for the guilloché necklace is that it is much shinier than the mother of pearl pendant, and I feel like you can really see it. I tried to wear something very plain, a very plain black top that's very, you know, high, so you can see it on the black. I feel like there is a big difference when the necklaces are worn like this next to one another. The shining of the guilloché one is like, pooh, it like radiates, and I'm inside. So obviously what's nice about this particular pendant is when you go outside and when you're exposed to sunlight, it reflects the sunlight. So that's something that doesn't happen with mother of pearl, but even like this inside, I feel like you can tell a difference. And then the next thing is that obviously this is made out of 18K white gold only, so you know the stone, like we said before, has been replaced with more gold, so there is going to be a higher resale value, which, you know, justifies somewhat the difference in price. So in terms of versatility, it is not really an item that I would wear every day. I still feel like I wouldn't feel very comfortable wearing that every day. I would feel like it's over the top, but the thing is, I feel like it's an excellent in-between just a single pendant mother of pearl necklace and the 10 motifs mother of pearl necklace. I also have an authentic 10 motifs necklace, and I end up rarely wearing it simply because I feel like, especially with that many motifs, it just like draws a whole lot of attention to me, and I feel like it almost looks like it's very like occasion-y. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could wear this, I could see myself wearing this for like an evening out, like something super fancy, like, I don't know, like a cocktail party, like something where you're wearing like a long dress, something like that. But really just to go to the mall, it feels like a little much for me. But then the mother of pearl is a little for me, so that's where the guilloché comes in. I feel like it's the perfect, like the happy medium in between those two necklaces, and it's versatile enough that it can be worn from day to night. Now let's move on to cons for the VCA guilloché single pendant in white gold. I can't really find anything to tell you, honestly, in terms of cons. The only thing would be the price. I mean, yes, it is more expensive than the VCA single pendant motif in white gold and mother of pearl, but like we said before, that's justified by the fact that it's white gold. But if you do not want to drop $4,400 on a necklace, which I can understand, this is an extremely good option. I feel like, especially when they're placed like sideways like this, I honestly can't really tell a difference already when they're placed like next to each other, but if I just had the VCA guilloché pendant, nobody would ever be able to tell that it's not an authentic necklace. So I feel like if you don't want to pay the $4,400 and if you want to pay much less, this is a great option. Next, we're moving on to the VCA vintage Alhambra single pendant necklace with mother of pearl and white gold. The pros of that are that this is a necklace that is excellent for every day. I feel like it really doesn't draw too much attention to me. It's something that can be really worn with pretty much any outfit, like absolutely any outfit. I would be comfortable wearing this with like a Lululemon set to either go to the gym or, you know, to run some errands or something super casual like this. Just like I would be able to wear it to work. I would feel comfortable enough to wear it to work where it's not like too expensive and it's not like super boom in your face. It's still very, you know, timeless, elegant, feminine, subtle. So that's what I like about this necklace. But you could also wear it to the mall, to go shopping, or any other kind of, you know, more major events like that. So that really for me is a big pro. It's versatile and you can wear it every day. That means you get a lot of like wear out of it. I feel like I'm at a point in my, you know, designer journey where if I know that I'm not going to wear an item, I pretty much refrain from buying it in the first place, which is not something that I did previously. I feel like previously I made the mistake many times to buy items that I, you know, thought I was going to wear, that I liked, and then for X, Y, or Z reason, I ended up never wearing. And usually it is because it's something that I would rarely take out, and I would take out only for occasions, and I feel like I don't have a lot of occasions. So something for every day pretty much for me guarantees that I'm going to be able to get a lot of wear out of it. The next pro for the VCA Vintage Alhambra single motif pendant in mother of pearl and white gold is the fact that it is a piece that is readily available. It isn't something that you need to, build like a relationship with an essay for. You don't need to have a purchase history to acquire this item. You can pretty much walk in. It might not be like available like right there, but the essay would be able to order it for you, and within something reasonable like 2 weeks, it would, come in the store. Whereas the guilloché piece is something that is available by waitlist only, and you have to have built a relationship with an essay prior to that by acquiring these types of, not plain pieces, but slightly less prestigious pieces and more like everyday wear pieces. So if that's not the case for you, then an alternative would be to order it online from the Fake Factory if you feel like you don't want to wait. I've looked online and I've seen that it is about a 6 to 8 months wait time, obviously depending on the essays and the availability of the product, depending on the season and kind of the occasion and etc. I have not asked my essay just because I know that I'm not going to purchase this necklace right now, so I don't feel like asking her, hey, like, can you source this necklace for me, and then last minute say, oh well, actually no, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm currently saving up to do massive renovations at my house for the deck and the pool, and so right now I'm like not buying anything designer, and so for that reason I don't want to ask her, but I'm pretty sure it's about like a 6 to 8 months wait time. So if you don't want to wait, then the Fake Factory is also a very viable option. And lastly, in terms of cons for the VCA Vintage Alhambra single motif pendant with mother of pearl and white gold, the con that I have would be to say that it really is very commonplace. It's something that a lot of people have. So if you are looking to be, a little unique, a little different, a little bit less like everybody else, I wouldn't recommend getting that necklace because it really is something that I have seen absolutely everywhere. Meaning that, a lot of people purchased the authentic one, a lot of people purchased that necklace from fake factories, but also a lot of people purchase these dupes that are actually not even made out of real gold, that are not even the exact copy, that vaguely look like, they have the clover motif, and it really doesn't look good. So I feel like that for me is a con, and it's not something that I thought about when I bought my necklace. I didn't really think about that, but now that I do, I'm like, maybe this wasn't the best purchase, and maybe I should have gotten the guilloché pendant instead. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was beneficial and informational for you in case you were debating in between either one of those necklaces. Obviously, they're very good options, the both of them. I think I would lean towards the guilloché a little bit more than the Vintage Alhambra single motif pendant, but that really is up to you. Once again, if you are interested in getting the VCA guilloché single pendant in white gold from the Fake Factory, or pretty much anything from them, then I will go ahead and leave all of the relevant information in the description box of the video down below for you, along with the coupon code. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.